Stories with Ciyyo. Time travel.
The sun was setting and the sky was aglow with oranges and pinks when Elizabeth watched her professor step into a strange box. As she approached it, the professor seemed to disappear. Intrigued, Elizabeth touched the box and suddenly found herself in the future. The city was completely unrecognizable, with towering buildings and advanced technology everywhere. Elizabeth was amazed and frightened at the same time. After looking around the city, Elizabeth made her way to a nearby park. There she met a woman who stared at her in wonderment. Elizabeth asked the woman what year it was, and the woman replied, 2050. Elizabeth gasped. She hadn't expected to travel so far into the future. After that, the woman told Elizabeth about how the world had changed and how wars had been eradicated and people began living in an unified way. Elizabeth was amazed that the world had developed so much in such a short amount of time. Elizabeth was then taken to the professor's lab, where she saw the professor working on a time machine. Elizabeth was finally starting to understand the professor's experiments and the reason she was there. The professor wanted her to help to refine the time machine and create a safe and stable way to travel through time. In a few short months, Elizabeth and the professor had perfected the time machine, and Elizabeth was ready to return to her own time. With one last goodbye to her newfound friend, Elizabeth was sent back to her own time. Upon arrival, Elizabeth couldn't believe her eyes. The city was now a vibrant and modern hub of activity. It was almost as if the whole world had changed in her absence, but Elizabeth knew the truth. It was because of her help that the world had been able to make such huge leaps forward. With a smile, Elizabeth went back to her professor's lab and thanked him for giving her the opportunity to travel through time. He smiled and replied, "It was my pleasure. Now just remember, time is a valuable thing. Use it well."